Are live, prepping for Shotcrete at Lazy River Acres. What's up?
We are live, I hear. We are waiting for concrete to show up so that we can start shooting the Lazy River. So I just came back to the truck and I was looking at the time to make sure that I have an idea when they're coming, and we haven't heard from them yet. They should have been here a while ago. So we are pretty much prepped. There's still a lot of little busy people doing stuff to keep busy, but we're pretty much ready to go at this point, and it's a little bit of a waiting game.
Is that pretty normal when it comes to construction?
It is. Concrete is one of those things you think would be super easy to schedule, and it's not. Because when they first send the trucks out in the morning, you never know when they're going to come back. If it's a quick trip and they're back quickly, that's fine, and it would work fine, but typically that's not what happens. Either someone's buggy breaks down and they can't move the concrete as fast, or you have someone in the way and you can't get in the yard, or you have traffic to deal with. So these guys that are hauling concrete, there's a lot of factors, and once that starts to happen in the morning, it pushes back everything all day long. There's no easy way to catch up. So likely they had a rough morning, and being that we're technically part of the third round, we're supposed to have either 4 or 5 trucks in a row today, and we'll just see how that goes based on how their morning went. And likely because they're late now, they're probably got backed up earlier in the morning, and so once we get going we'll be fine, but it's that waiting game right now.
Yeah, well, that gives us the opportunity to go live and show what's going on.
Yes, it does. It'll give you a chance to walk around and show people what's happening.
All right, well, thank you for that introduction. We are out.
Good luck.
Here we go. Walk slowly to not shake the pool. All right, so you can see it looks like a pool under construction. Only, too bad you can't see it in its entirety. We'll just pan from here. So that's the sun shell, main body of the pool, and then that is our lazy river. Gosh, it looks like some patch job of stitches, those wood pieces, the braces going around. All right, we're gonna walk. So might want to look away as I jump and we shake the camera here. Slide down. Tour in the form of a poem. Oh, lazy river acres, how I love thee. Let me count the ways. I don't know. Poetry on the fly. Oh, well, hi, Dad. Okay, so this is not the direction that the lazy river goes. This is where the lazy river would come out. But seeing as this is where all the action is, we're going to take you here first to hear right from the source. Kaylee Mackey, you are live on Facebook.
Oh, hi.
How does one tie rebars?
Really? For the 6th time? You really want to know?
The people of Facebook are dying for your information.
Tie wire.
Yep.
These are your climbs. You bend the tie wire, make a little loop. You put it around your rebar, make a cross, grab at the cross, and tighten.
Pro!
Yes.
And what is the purpose of that for like the 3rd time?
Hold our steel together for concrete.
Yay!
We should get any minute, hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, no kidding.
Yes.
Sweet. And Jesse, what are you working on? I saw you cutting rebar. Was that for something specific?
Yeah, so our steel on our walls, some of our spacing in between them, our squares are too big, so I need to add more rebar to shorten them up.
What happens if the squares are too big?
And the mud won't hold, it'll just fall through because there's nothing to shotcrete the grip to.
Oh, okay. So let's watch Jesse.
For strength.
For strength, yep. Okay, let's watch her. So tell us, how are you cutting this rebar?
How am I cutting rebar?
Yep, what do you do? And shout, use your outdoor voice.
I don't want to. Ready and me shout enough.
Actually, also, say it in a poem.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no on that. What did your dog get into?
Yeah, she was doing the mating dance up in the dirt after shaking all over. Ah, Lokes!
Of course she was.
Loki, I don't want your face in my face. Yeah, so it looks like you gotta get a little bit of a oomph. Folks, jeez, look at... So lots of fun to be had here at Lazy River Acres. All right. So let's see if Nate, we can talk to Nate a little bit. So Nate, you are live on Facebook.
Hey.
Would you tell what is Shotcrete like and what's going to be happening later today?
We brought the pump, and you guys are gonna run the hose, and we're gonna finish what you put up on the wall.
But what does that mean? What do you mean putting up on the wall?
Spraying the concrete on the wall, and we're gonna alternate, and that's about it.
No, well,
Does
it just stay on the wall? Do you have to cut
Hopefully.
it down?
Yeah, hopefully. If it goes good.
Well, let's hope it goes good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'll just give you the tour, unless anyone else just wants to jump in and share what they're up to. Is that it? Yeah, you're looking at me. You're making eye contact. That's your mistake.
Katie up to?
What is Katie up to?
You're drone around, making videos.
That's right, I am.
You picked a smart job. All right.
All right, so so there's a love seat right here. We are currently in the deep end of the pool, and we're gonna walk around, and this will be I don't know what's going on over there. This will be the hot tub. This lovely round of divots and, yeah, so you gotta use your imagination a little bit. You gotta have some vision to be able to see that this is not just an explosion of a construction site and will be a beautiful, decadent pool. So over here, we're walking where we were before, will be the sun shelf. So 18 inches of water. You can put your lawn chairs, your pool chairs, read a book, have the kids play on it. And this is the entrance in the shallow end where the lazy river begins. So I'm gonna step on it. We are gonna shake a little bit. There is the Shotcrete nozzle that Nate was talking about. So there is concrete that is going to be shooting out of that, a special makeup of concrete that will be blasting out. And while Kaylee has typically been the one on the hose, then followed by Al, there is so much. Can you just see this endless expanse of concrete? It just doesn't end. So we've hired in some extra pros for the hands and the knowledge, and we'll get this done in a few days versus gradually over time. It's just a good way to use our comparative advantages and our time wisely. So there's plumbing so we can suck up all the dirt and keep the water flowing. So you can see I'm walking, trying to stay on the, where the concrete crosses or where we're supported. Okay. Most of this, if not all of this, will be covered by concrete by the end of the day. Just at least where we are, probably not the whole thing. Just keeps going. So turns out this is 105 feet of lazy river, which is pretty awesome and bigger than we had anticipated, bigger than we planned, but it was kind of a fun surprise to the homeowners, apparently. We're now 33% longer. This little alcove is where I think is it endless pools or something, the little mechanism that we're gonna use to propel the water. We're gonna have them stationed throughout here, and that is where it's gonna sit to push water so you will flow. Here we have the main drain and the secondary main drain to suck up all the gunk and again keep water moving. And look at that, we just keep going. Woo! Shaky. Yep. So this will just be fun to be able to do, just float down when it's a hot day. Oh, I hear oddness from over there. Oh, there's a Loki. She's tried to walk on here, which is not a good idea because, as you saw, Kaylee was doing tie wire. This tie wire is pokey. And rusty too, so who knows about the tetanus. But yeah, she was walking on it with the little pads. Poor thing. Still, she was the dumb one to do it. Okay,
She's dumb.
She's a dog, so I can't really. So this is another alcove where another of the endless pools. Am I doing this right? No, it's not infinity. I think it's endless.
I cannot tell you what it is. I don't know what
Here Jesse is adding more steel, so then we've got, so then the shotcrete will hold. Something to grip to.
He turned on the air when it wasn't hooked up either. It was just straight up hanging over right up, pretty much.
How big do the pieces need to be to tie, Jay?
Whenever I cut off,
Huh?
they just have to be big enough to loop around both rebar and be able to grab with the fines and twist.
Oh, okay.
Now you don't want it too big because then otherwise you want to cut off, try to cut off all the extra ones of these little things.
You want to pan over?
Either cut them off or you want to bend them out of the way because when you're shooting and you're moving the concrete around, you're very likely to stab your hand on them.
Okay.
Or rip your glove or get caught. Me, tying all this, if you can guess what's gotten caught everywhere, be this.
Your hair?
Oh my god, my hair gets stuck on everything.
I was thinking that maybe it would be your pants. Well, maybe it's Kaylee's pants. She's got quite some big holes in her butt.
Yeah.
But
No, because I'll lean over and then when I come up, it'll snag on something on the
funny.
wall.
Funny.
So that's what I snag on.
All right, we're gonna keep walking. So right now, where we are, this will be in a cave. So all this. Care. I deliberately didn't put it on today. All right, and so this is the end of the lazy river, and we are in the deep end where we started. Oh, cool, we're back live again. Apparently, even without a whole bunch of concrete there's still no self-service. So yep, so you can see, you won't be able to see the sky when this is all said and done because that will be a cave with a lazy river under it, and this will be the grotto cave. So kind of a separate little alcove, like if you've been watching the Once Upon a Time, how there's a cave of dwarves. This will be a cave with similarly cool stuff. Okay, and then we have this little, I don't even know, kind of an island just between these bodies of water. So who knows what that's gonna be? But like everything, Legendary Escapes does legendary things. So yeah. Yeah, their house is finally being built. Definitely looks different than the last time I was here. I think I'm going to sign off.
I know, but no, they are longer. Keep going straight, 12 o'clock. Go ahead. Get warmer.
But, yep.
Hot. On fire.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll flash this around. This has been Katie. This is my first time since the pool has been started because last time I was here, it was just hills and dirt. All right.